What is going on, guys? How y'all doing tonight? I know the new, special, cover is different currently right now. Not too bad, I should say. As I did change that, of course. But yes, guys, what's going on? How y'all doing on this early Monday evening? Just an hour and 13 minutes before Raw. So we are going to be here. Going to be up here for a bit. But I will end this in time for Raw. But yes, guys, as you can see, I am wearing a blue polo shirt. But I'm also wearing one of my Christmas ties. Dressed up as an absolute geek right now. I know. But this is the Club of DaMan's 1993. And we are here live. For the first time in a while, I am doing a special live stream. Something a little different. Something just a little fun that I thought I would do. Because every year, of course, people ask DaMan himself, Mike, what would you like for Christmas this year? And I always, provide a list. It's mostly gift cards or, Switch games. Well, usually I ask for just a Nintendo Switch eShop gift card or something like that. Like something simple. Like something that way I can figure out later on what I want. Not too often is there anything big and specific in what I want for Christmas. But I do usually leave a list of some wrestling t-shirts that I would like. Of course, have people specific, people who are looking up on either WWE Shop or now, of course, AEW Shop. Although I believe I only have one AEW shirt as far as I know. Which, of course, that could change depending on this wish list. But when I went through it again, because I was told there was a lot of them I had on my list that were not available anymore. A lot of them have passed its time. So when I went to remove them, I thought, you know what? Just like the list of Jericho, originally being a list of Chris Jericho's grievances, I'm going to start with a new list here. Which, of course, is not going to be, people, who I don't like or whatnot, which I haven't done that for a while. I should do that again. I really need to bring back the list of Jericho once again. I really have to. But, of course, tonight I thought for something different, something fun, something a little bit special, I thought do a special live stream, and I would like to share with you that list. And in order of a preference of which one I would want. In order of preference between WWE and AEW t-shirts that are on my Christmas wish list for 2022. Now, I will say I did rank them based off of the preferences, which I want them, whether it was, the design or, because of the wrestler himself that I want. Of course, there are some wrestlers that, I would want a t-shirt of them, but some of them, the designs just weren't exciting me that much. Now, when I did, put the list in order of preference, I did notice there was, one or two that either may not be sold anymore or are going to be discontinued once the stock depletes. So, those got left a little more towards the bottom, which is not too many, I believe. Of course, my number one choice, though, which I'm sure some of you know that for those who pay attention to me, my number one choice, though, is a shirt that if I do not get it for Christmas, I am going to be placing an order. I am going to be placing an order for it right after Christmas because I am hoping to. One second. It's one of the shirts that I do want to. I'm worried that I will not be available next time I go to buy more shirts. So if I don't get it for Christmas, I'm going to definitely purchase it myself while I can. But of course, to warm up though, before we get into the actual list, I actually think, just so warm up, get people to come in. Let's start off by showing off what my current wrestling wardrobe. What shirts does DaMan already have? Some are well known, some I kind of kept secret because I thought people would make fun of me for it. But you know what? I'm going to let it loose. We're going to reveal them all right now. So let me pull out my wardrobe. Stay tuned for 1 second as I pull that out. I should have done beforehand, but we'll be right back. Oh, wait. I don't have it on here. You know what? I can't say stay tuned. So you know what? I'll just do it one by one as I pull them out of my closet. Let's roll in here. Glorious! And yes, the wardrobe is glorious. Okay, what do we got here first? First, we've got Dwayne Johnson's Just Bring It t-shirt for The Rock, which definitely was one on my list I got a couple years ago. Another one of the earlier shirts to purchase, I believe I got it for Christmas, was Wade Barrett's I'm Afraid I've Got So Bad News shirt, which I still wear at times, of course. Gotta pull it back out again a little more often here and there. What else do we got in this lovely closet right here? We got one of Dean Ambrose's first singles t-shirts as well. It was also one I believe I either got for Christmas or purchased around Christmas or treated myself. But yes, got a Dean Ambrose shirt. What else do we got here? I also got a Celtic Warrior shirt for Sheamus. And of course, got a little thing right on the back of it right here. Let me see here. And of course, just checking something here. Alright, sorry, I just had to check that. Got an alert from my fiance, just making sure things are good. Pirates, AC/DC. I got this one, I think, 2 years ago for Christmas. One of my personal favorites. We got this Bray Wyatt themed Let Me In button-down striped shirt. This is definitely one of my personal favorites that I have right now. But this is another shirt that I got. Let me see here. Anyways, we'll continue on. We got Mario, we got Tom and Jerry. We got our current They're the Ones, which is on one of those shirts on my list. We got the Usos, down since day one-ish. We got as well. So I'm glad I got that shirt. Can't remember what year I got that. I have to go back and look at my old archives. The Steelers, RMU, Olsh, Batman, RMU, Pirates, Jim Beam. Yes, I have a Jim Beam shirt. We also got The Undertaker. We got this shirt as well. Definitely wanted an Undertaker shirt at one point. I think I got this for Christmas, 3 or 4 years ago. It was on my Christmas list. For sure. We'll see. Also, the same year, I also got Braun Strowman t-shirt as well that I received. Actually, the first shirt I ever did, and well, not quite, because I did do an unboxing shirt for another shirt with something else, but the first music video caliber one I made is this Aleister Black t-shirt as well, which was a really good music video I thought I made. Let's see, you got Ken Griffey Jr. This shirt fell in the same thing where my number one shirt for this year was. I originally did not get this Kevin Owens t-shirt for Christmas in 2019. It was on my wish list, but the story I always say was I wanted to buy this shirt when I went to SummerSlam in 2015. When I went to buy it, though, they didn't have it in my size, so I never bought it. And then when Kevin Owens made that appearance at TakeOver War Games in 2019, this shirt went back up on the on WWE Shop. I didn't get it for Christmas, even though it was on my list that year. So the end of Christmas, made the purchase. Had to grab it while I was still around. But yes, Kevin Owens got his shirt. You see, Pirates, Booyah, my Johnny Wrestling red t-shirt as well. I have that one as well. We have that one. Let me see here. Softball, Taco Tuesday. Okay. This is one of 4 shirts I know I have for this current controversial star, but one of my 4 CM Punk shirts that I got. I believe this was the first one I unwrapped because I got 3 in one year and I got 1 last year. But one year I called it CM Punk Miss. I think it was 2016 because I got 3 CM Punk shirts. But this was one of the 3 shirts that I had gotten for CM Punk. The first of 3, actually. We got Pirates, Nationals, Pirates. So you'll probably judge me for this one. This is one I hate to admit that I got, but I even got a John Cena t-shirt. I wanted the green one, but I didn't get that one, but I'll still take this one. And of course, I wore this on a date I went on one time years ago. And my date kept saying, oh, by the way, I can still see you, not realizing I had this on my back. So, there's that. What else do we got here? Yankees, religious one, Pirates, Olsh, University of Pittsburgh, God's Team, Kutch, old basketball jersey from me, God, Pirates, Mariners, and of course, you know what happens when you come on my channel and you make fun of me, you know what happens when you make fun of my tie and call me a geek? All you stupid idiots out there, you just make the list. Got this along with the list of Jericho on for a WrestleMania 33 special, I'm pretty sure it was. So I got that one. See how many more? Should be too many more. Well, probably a little bit more, I think. This was the third of the 3 CM Punk shirts I got for CM Punkmas. I called it in 2016. There's that one. Pirates. There is, of course, my Shock the System Undisputed Era t-shirt I got a couple weeks before my birthday. I think in 2018, I will say, I think it was. Of course, I remember I had a poll on Twitter. I couldn't decide which one I wanted when I bought this, but I got my Seth Rollins Burn It Down t-shirt as well. I have here. Haven't worn that one in a while. Snap, Crackle, Pop. Steelers. Mariners. Pirates. I believe I got this one last year for Christmas. But my Finn Balor Demon King t-shirt. I got that one there as well. If you want to shine that one up there real quick. Let me see here. Of course, 2014 for Christmas. Roman Reigns, One versus All t-shirt. Of course, there will be a couple ones involving Roman Reigns on this list. Kind of got to upgrade a little bit, maybe. Okay, Norfolk Southern. You Big Dummy. This one, of course, I bought last year, right after his debut in AEW. This is, of course, the CM Punk shirt that was out whenever CM Punk first debuted and was a big hit for sure on Pro Wrestling Tees. This is the only shirt I've ever bought on Pro Wrestling Tees before. All the others, AEW WWE Shop, or I bought it at a live event. Or this one, my Samoa Joe shirt that I had gotten as a grab bag gift, I believe it was 2 years ago, from someone who was no longer in my life. Another one of my personal favorites. Bought it when I went to WrestleMania 35, but Kofi Mania! Every time I wear this shirt, people ask me what's up with the hair and whatnot on this thing, but again, it's definitely my favorite. We're going to, of course, almost shouldn't be too many more, like you said before. Another Norfolk Southern shirt, Penguins, Steelers. The first ever wrestling shirt I ever bought as a wrestling fan. Of course, no doubt about it, my Daniel Bryan Yes t-shirt. The first wrestling shirt I ever bought. All the way back in 2014. Softball. Pirates. Had to buy this one when it came out. But it's a 2017 Shield shirt. Which, of course, I enjoyed that. It was also a very nice music video made to that back in 2017. Check it out. It's got about 3,000 views, I believe so. Gotta be getting closer to the end. Actually, there's 3 more, actually. 3 more. First off, this was the second of the 3 CM Punk shirts I got during my CM Punk miss, I called it. Personally, this one's my favorite CM Punk shirt that I have. There's that one. There's 2 more I saw back here. I bought this one the last time I went to Dynamite live in Pittsburgh, but I got a Dr. Britt Baker DMD Britsburg t-shirt as well. The only female shirt I've had the guts to get. And last but not least, let me find it here. It's the only long sleeve shirt I have. Parents thought it would be different for a change back in a few years ago. It's tied up here in this thing right here. Okay. Not the exact one I wanted, but they got me the long sleeve style, but, you know, it's okay. My AJ Styles Phenomenal One long sleeve t-shirt. That's the only... I would like to get a better AJ Styles shirt. Like, this one's fine. Not my favorite, of course, but it's fine to me. It's still, you know, a good shirt to wear for long sleeves to relax in. But yes, let's push this back. Yes, DaMan's got himself a lot of shirts. Of course, some of these, though, I will be packing away soon for the winter. Not all of them, but, you know, some of them I do that I don't wear as often. But just, so you know, I can pack them away for the winter. But, of course, DaMan's got to expand. He's got to get more shirts. Got to get modern day. Be able to say, hey, I wore a shirt that said this person's name on it and whatnot. Well, design or whatnot. But there's a lot that on my wish list that I, of course, would like to purchase. Let me just get these put away here. Then we'll check the live chat, which I'm sure might have a few people in it. Maybe not. And then we, of course, get rolling. We will get rolling here. As I, again, look like a geek in this time. So anyways, I think we have just 2 messages in the live chat. Let me see here. We see we got Mark in the live chat. I'm going Mark. And we have my fiance in the live chat saying that ties should make you rethink all your life decisions. Love you too, Ash. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me live. But let's get rolling here. Now, when I first hyped this video in my Survivor Series stream yesterday, I said I was working on the graphics. I had 27 shirts. I miscounted. There was a couple I forgot to get the images of. The list is actually at 31. So I'm gonna go through these, decently. There's not really too much to say, as to why I want this shirt. Okay, I like this superstar. It's a cool design, basically. Some of them, I feel like I might have a little more to say, but we of course will wait and see what they are. So let's roll in and start talking about this list. And of course, I'm going to pull up my list out here. That way, of course, I know what I'm talking about before I even get to it. Okay. So number 31. This one is only number 31 because this one may have just gotten taken off of WWE Shop. Number 31 is Drew McIntyre's Claymore Country t-shirt. My thing is about wrestling shirts. There's some that I'll take a little more details. Some that have a little more details to me are, a little too much. Don't appeal to me as much. Some have just the right amount of details. And I think this one, with the sword, the coloring, I think it looks really good. This is one, of course, Drew McIntyre, is definitely one of my favorites today. It's one that I definitely would like to get. Of course, so it's like the one I want, but it's out of all the ones I'm getting, it's the one I know I'm least likely to get, though, because like I said, I'm pretty sure it just got taken off of WWE Shop. There's a few others, yes, but this was the one that stood out to me the most. But we have this one as my number 31. My number 30. There's a couple, groups or superstars that there was like 2 shirts that I was intrigued by. This one's not too bad either. Going to AEW, the Blackpool Combat Club's Step Up or Get Stepped On t-shirt. Again, there's a second Blackpool Combat Club a little bit later on in this list that I have that I like them both. I think the reason why, again, this one was a little bit down is because I kind of like, the simpler design with the colors and whatnot, how to just blend a little bit out more. This one, it's like, okay, the big circle in the middle is cool. The red, though, like the red BCC kind of gets drowned out a little bit. Like the one I have, further up the list, it's more so just the BCC with like little details underneath it. It's a little bit more simpler, and it's a little bit more up my alley. This one, though, is a nice option, though. So it is another one that is on my wish list. I believe I had 15 WWE shirts and 16 AEW shirts, I believe, on this list. But that is my number 30 pick for the shirts I would like. So we got that one. All right. My number 29. I know this one is, especially since my fiance is watching, I know this one she's going to be ashamed of for me having this low on the list. My thing is, though, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, would think I'm weird if I wore this shirt out in public. This one would more so be me in private, basically, if I would get this shirt, which is why it's a little bit lower down on my list. But from AEW, Scissor Me, Daddy Yes! Yes, it is on my list. It is a cool design. I do like it with the coloring and all this one. Yes, my fiance is not happy with me. But again, like, even when I'm talking about my friends, they're like, it would be awkward to have this shirt. I get it. It's still a fun little thing that, you know, wrestling fans enjoying that are super over today. But I'm pretty sure if, like, certain people saw my list, they would say, I ain't buying that for you, and you know, doing that. I mean, again, if I get it, awesome. But I do kind of understand why people would not want would say you shouldn't wear this in public. It would send, you know, like a weird message. But there's just some shirts that you just keep private to yourself. I know my fiance knows one that I'm talking about. But this one, you know, I would. But I also know that if I gave this list to people, this would be one they would least likely purchase for me. But I like it. But it's one that I'm like, I don't want to get my hopes up too high about it. But yeah. It's still on my list at number 29. The Scissor Me Daddy Ass t-shirt from AEW for the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn. That's number 29. Number 28 is more so one I feel like that's been around for a long time. But, you know, I feel I should get it. Brock Lesnar's Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat shirt. Yes, it's a simple design, but I like the slogan still. I know I've had like 2017, 2018, even into 2019, I was done with Brock Lesnar. Again, though, I still feel like ever since SummerSlam 2019, that go-home segment Brock had with Seth, with that beatdown, it kind of made me want to be, like, you know, get behind Brock again. And yes, they did another year-long feud with him and Roman Reigns just recently, but I like the new look. I like hearing him talk. He's entertaining on the microphone. So I'm like, you know what? I can't say I've always hated Brock Lesnar. Why not get a Brock Lesnar t-shirt? And of course, again, Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat. It's a popular catchphrase. Good slogan. I should grab it. So that is, of course, on my number 28 for my wish list. Number 27 is another simple design. I'm sure there's not much left, so I know me getting it is not too likely. But I always thought the lettering and everything was cool, and it'd be a nice design to have on my chest. The Hurt Business t-shirt. I know the one that says Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley, fine, I picked. I'm not sure there's one that has just the plain letters, The Hurt Business, but I do really like the gold color of the Hurt Business shiny text logo. So it's one that I would like to have, but again, it's one I know that, you know, probably is going to dwindle away unless they've teased it recently, you know, with having Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley appearing on TV at once in a couple shows. And again, I know the whole, you know, the dynamic is so confusing of what they're doing with Bobby Lashley. But they could bring them back, you never know. But I always thought that like, you know, the gradient design of like the text was pretty cool and whatnot. So it's on my list. Like I said, I know the chances are very unlikely for me to be getting that shirt, but you never know. So I got the Hurt Business t-shirt as my number 27 on this list. Number 26 is from AEW. Adam Cole's All Elite. Baby. Yeah, you know, I have the Undisputed Era t-shirt, but I still love Adam Cole. I think you know, I would definitely like to have this shirt. I mean, I don't know. Some of his shirts, you know, look too simple for me. But then there's this one that's just like, you know, it's in between. It's simple, but it's not too much either. And I just think it's, you know, just a nice, you know, simple design to have. So, All Elite, baby, is my number 26 choice on my list. Number 25. Number 25 and 24 actually are the same group. But there was two designs I liked. First one, number 25, is D-Generation X! Trying to a little bit mock the way Road Dogg said it when he came out and tried to sing it during the D-Generation X 25th anniversary show, that freaking tool bag. The guy says more and more stupid shit every day on Twitter. He's someone else that's got to stay off Twitter, because he's just saying, or just off media in general, because he's making stupid ass comments that's making him look even dumber than he already is. But D-Generation X, I always wanted one with at least a simple, DX, logo with, the dripping X's. Yes, throwing Hunter and Triple H and Shawn Michaels on there, is a simple design as well. I like that one, but the one I liked a little bit better than I saw is this number 24 one. Is the Are You Ready 25th anniversary shirt. Again, a little more detailed than, the original ones. There was another one I saw that had, all their, best hits and whatnot listed on it. I thought that one was just it felt a little too much for me. This one, though, is cool. The design is cool. It's not too much. The text is awesome, structured as well. So this one is my number 24 on this list. We got that one. Number 23. Now, my number 23 is one that when I was making this list, I saw last night that there's not many left. So it's more so if this is one I prefer, I get the different one for this person, fine, but I would like to at least get something of this person's shirt. And that is this Edge t-shirt. Some of the other ones, the design was simple, but I thought it looked too similar to, other ones I already have, like the red, on it. Like I said, there's others, that has a lot of red, text on it too. But I felt, it just doesn't stand out to me as much as some of these other ones do. There's a lot of ones within the bloodline. A little bit further up on this list, coming up soon, actually. But this is my favorite design I could find for Edge. But if I can't get this one, because there's only limited stock left, I saw in this one. If I can't get this one, it's not the end of the world to me. I just would still like some sort of an Edge t-shirt at one point. I just think, it's definitely deserving. Speaking of the bloodline, number 22. Again, simpler design than the regular one. But my number 22 choice is the Acknowledge the Bloodline shirt. It just has Roman and the Usos with the titles. Now there is that one more corporate looking whatnot, which that one's okay. I don't know, again, that one just has a little too much design on it for me. I like this one that is a little bit more simpler. There's a little more detail than the average. But I just think it's a little more, up my alley. But there's this one. Number 22 is the Acknowledge the Bloodline t-shirt, which is a good choice. Speaking of the Bloodline, another member of the Bloodline, number 21. I think it's very fitting I get a shirt that says this on it. I'm an extreme Paul Heyman guy. Marquee Classics shirt, I believe it's called, on WWE Shop. I'm a Paul Heyman guy. I gotta have something. But of course, this one, because at first I thought maybe I'll get this just a basic I'm a Paul Heyman guy shirt. But then I saw this one, I'm like, I like this one just a little bit better, of course. It's a little, it's not as simple, but it's not too detailed either. It's not too crazy, you know what I mean? But I like this design. I'm going to make this my number 21 pick. Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. It's okay, but it's one that definitely caught my eye. Let's get to the top 20 now. My number 20, right back to the BCC. This is the other shirt that I saw for the Blackpool Combat Club that I liked. Now, there again, earlier, my number 30 was the Step Up or Get Stepped On shirt. And I like that, but again, this one, it's just a little more simpler. And I just find it a little bit more cooler, in my opinion. with, the black shirt, just the red text, just a little, like graphic beneath it or whatnot. It's a little more simpler. I mean, I like both designs, but if I had a preference which one I'd rather have this one, in my opinion. But gotta show some love to the BCC, because it may not be around for too much longer. You know what I mean? William Regal is now with Mr. Friedman. John Moxley, of course, wants to destroy Mr. Regal and his lordship. Bryan Danielson's not ready to do so. Where do Claudio Castagnoli and Wheeler Yuta lie? We'll have to wait and see. But, that's that. Number 19 is the myth, the legend, the icon Sting. I gotta have a Sting t-shirt. I love Sting. Again, 63 years old, and he's still doing freaking crossbodies off of balconies and whatnot. And this design, again, a little more detailed, but I like the colors. It's not too much. And it's just very fitting for me, I think. So, this one, of course, as well, is on my list. It is my number 19 pick for my wish list shirts. Number 18. This is undisputed. I wanted a Young Bucks shirt. None of the Young Bucks shirts, though, really appeal to me. None of the regular Elite shirts really appealed to me either. But I saw the Undisputed Elite shirt, and I like this design a little bit better than like the ones I saw. With the red, gradients and whatnot, and the white, just the text and whatnot. Simple design. That's all I need. But I like this one definitely better than any other Elite shirts and the Young Bucks shirts, so that's why I picked it on there, and it's my number 18. Alright, number 17, 16, and 15 are going to be kind of dull. But to me, it's a standard shirt that I would, of course, like to use, of course, as a prop, of course, someday. Maybe if I even do, I get any videos involving, any drafts or whatnot in wrestling. But they're kind of on my list, and I do kind of want them. First, we have just a basic AEW logo shirt. I like to wear this shirt and just say, I am all elite. Could very well use these, for when I review AEW and review whatnot. Same with number 16, which is the SmackDown draft shirt as well. Maybe I want to be drafted to SmackDown. It's a nice standard, shirt I can wear to SmackDown whenever SmackDown comes to town. And of course, personally, the one I like the most because of how the colors look is the Raw shirt as well. I'd like to have all three of these shirts if I could. It's the draft shirts. I could easily wear them. I could wear each of them when I review Raw, when I review SmackDown, when I review AEW Dynamite and whatnot. I just think it's time that I add them to the wardrobe. I would like to have them. At some point, I'd say these would kind of be ones that I probably would purchase on my own at some point if I don't get them for Christmas, but not right away. They're not the number one things, but at some point I feel like there's ones that I probably would want more than others. But of course, there's some designs that I do want a little more than these. Let's roll into those. First, of course, number 14. We got the Bloodlines, We the Ones t-shirt. Some of us are the twos, but we, include myself, are the ones. I think, most of these, simple catchphrases the Bloodline have, they're over, they're catchy. The designs are simple, yet they're similar, of course, as well. But, they're ones that make me excited about wrestling, too. So, of course, I would want a shirt that says, We the Ones. I want to feel like the best. I want to feel like one of the ones. I want to be an honorary Uce, like Sami Zayn, who may be becoming a full-blown Uce soon. I'll probably be seeing that promotion, shortly as well in this list, but this is definitely one of them I would definitely really like to have. We the Ones. Back to AEW. I have just the one Chris Jericho shirt. It's a You Just Made the List. I like this inner circle spray paint design with the the eye logo in the middle, the blue, the red on the outside. This is a pure heavy metal type wrestling looking shirt. It's like a design that's detailed, but it's right in my alley. You know, I love the Inner Circle's run, of course. I want to be in the Inner Circle. I want to be buddies with Chris Jericho. So it's definitely one that I'm a little more hyped to want. Is definitely the Inner Circle's spray paint shirt. All right. So I may have said I want We the Ones, but I also want to be known as an honorary Oos. That's right. This storyline, like I said before, so memorable. And if the storylines sell me, then the shirts are going to sell me too. So, honorary Oos, I like it. I would like to, at one point be an honorary Oos and work my way up to a full-blown Oos. Yes, I kind of like the design a little bit more than the We the Ones shirt. But it's definitely one that I would like to get. If I don't get it, it's okay. It's one that, I'm not going to go after it if I don't get it right away. But at some point, I would hope to get it. But it's not my favorite one, but it's definitely one of the ones I'm more so hoping for. But I'll be an honorary Oos before I get to the top. But we have that one. And of course, my number 11. I got to see him wrestle this year at WrestleMania 38. Never thought I would. So I thought, though, I had the vibes. I've seen the shirts. I'm like, I gotta feel like, one of the greatest of all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin's 316. Now, I was originally going to get just the Austin 316 shirt put on this list, but then I thought, you know what? I have a lot already that's going to look very similar to that in the design, so get something just a little bit different. And the one I liked was like the Texas Skull 316 shirt, whatever the heck they call it. I think this one is very fitting to me. And that's the bottom line, because DaMan's says so! Of course, as I try to, change up lines and make them my own and whatnot. But yes, that one is my number 11. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Because we're about to get to the top 10 shirts on my wish list that I want. Yes, I know my fiance disappointed me because I had a Scissor Me Daddy Ass at number 29. But these are the ones I'm definitely the most excited about. The ones that I definitely would like the most. And again, my number 1, if I do not get my number 1, day after Christmas, I am making the purchase. Because I need this shirt. I need that shirt so bad. I need it. I need it. I need it. Because I feel it. I feel it all the time. But of course, me and the Ty, we're ready for the top 10. Are you ready for the top 10? Let's roll in to the top 10 shirts on DaMan's Christmas wish list for 2022. First, number 10. The Hardy Boys Infinite shirt. Simple design, like something that fits the Hardy Boys. Like, Edge, like Stone Cold, like Brock, and a few others. I gotta have a Hardy Boys t-shirt. Definitely yes, I've, only seen, them live, in their current runs recently in WWE and AEW, but come on. I gotta get one of their shirts. And this was like the coolest design that I thought stood out to me most. Yes, this is kind of similar to that Undertaker t-shirt I have, but, to me, it's a no-brainer. But this is one shirt I definitely like. The Hardy Boys Infinite shirt at number 10. My number 9. Now this one, I'll be honest, I feel is a little more detailed than in my comfort zone. But this is somebody else I feel like I gotta get their shirt. It feels like a big deal with this shirt. They're a big name, they're a big star, and I even now take back what I say about him leaving AEW and jumping ship back to WWE. But of all of his shirts, this one was my favorite. Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare t-shirt. Now again, the design, it's pushing a little bit as far as like too much. I mean, yes, there's some of the more simpler designs I wouldn't mind getting. I don't know, though. They're just not as, like, making me as, like, hungry for it as this one. And no, I'm not going to eat the shirts. I'm going to wear the shirts. I will be the American Nightmare. And then come out to Cody Rhodes' theme song Kingdom. Adrenaline in the zone, every breath. Okay, I forgot the words for a second. I, blanked out for a second. Anyways, but yes, definitely one that I definitely would like is Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare t-shirt, or any of the other ones. Some of the other ones, again, were a little bit simpler for me, but, again, I'll take any of those, but this one's probably my favorite. So I put it on my wish list, Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare t-shirt. My number 8 is this Claudio Castagnoli's Claudio t-shirt. I like it. I like the color. I like the red on it. I like his logo. I've always been a huge Claudio Castagnoli or Cesaro fan. One of the most underutilized superstars in wrestling the past 10 years, as I always say. And truth be told, this is a very good t-shirt. I like it. Again, I like the design. I like the colors. I like it all. But it's definitely up there as one that I would definitely like to get. So we got the Swiss Superman himself, Claudio Castagnoli's t-shirt at my number 8 spot. Number 7. I kind of feel like, I feel like this one should be a little bit higher because I really like the design of this shirt. I think it's only a little bit lower because there's a few superstars that, I would rather have their t-shirts over this person. But I'd say by design, this is one of my favorites, honestly, on this list. This Kenny Omega Continue shirt is called on AEW Shop. Like I said, again, I like Kenny Omega. Don't get me wrong, I like the other superstars a little bit more than Kenny Omega, which is why this is down a little bit further on my list. But I would say by design, this might be my favorite shirt by design. Like, I just think this is cool. The silhouette, like the sci-fi, type look to it, like the blue coloring and whatnot. Like, it just really feels like me. It's a really cool t-shirt. It just feels like something that I would pose for it. You feel like you're like some like strong individual or something like that. Yes, modestly, I'm not saying that I think I'm the shit, but just some like dominating looking design like this. It's a really cool design. Again, I like Kenny Omega. I like a Kenny Omega t-shirt. This design though, like by art may be my favorite one, I would say. But yeah, I would say this one definitely is my number 7, although I feel like it could maybe be a little bit higher on this list. But I think by art, it's the best one in my opinion. My number 6. Simple design, but it's a different color. I like the little punch on the shirt. Orange Cassidy's Orange Freshly Squeezed t-shirt. I think I also kind of want this shirt because my friend Joe used to have it. And when he actually met Orange Cassidy at a Comic-Con, when he posed with the shirt, he took his own fist and pounded it with the fist on the shirt as well. I feel like it'd be a cool shirt. A different color, just something different for me to wear. And a different swagger for sure. But it's definitely one that I definitely am preferring wanting. So I like this more for the colors. So my number 6 is this one. Now let's get to the top 5. My number 5. I know this guy really doesn't wrestle. He's more of a commentator. Well, on a YouTube special. But I still am a huge fan of this catchphrase. And I feel like I sometimes have not given this man the respect he deserves. Especially in 2015 when I was one of the guys chanting, "Please retire." But of course, knowing how much this guy absolutely hated TVs and so wanted to contribute in some ways. Also, he wanted to make a Big Show burger, but of course it didn't work out on a business deal or whatnot. But I love this catchphrase. Love this catchphrase. My number 5 is Paul White's No More BS shirt. Mostly because this is just one of my favorite slogans. I love the slogan, no more BS. Meaning no more bullshit, no more big show. You know, it's a new era, of course. I mean, yes, he's only wrestled, 4 matches in AEW. He's 4-0. He's an attraction, not going to be a real world champion. Although I do kind of hope, because when he was mentioning, you know, some people he would like to still get in the ring with, I know his number one would still be Darby Allin. I do kind of hope for that for his own sake. And it does get to happen because, again, he's a huge fan of, you know, Darby's, you know, mystique and his character and everything, which I am too, of course, also. Darby Allin actually didn't really have any shirts that really interest me that much also. So, yeah, I'm surprised Darby's not on this list at all. But I just love this catchphrase. You know, I love the blue color. But, yeah, it's one of my favorite catchphrases for sure. No more BS. So, no more BS is made my top 5. Alright, we have 4 left. 4 left, but 3 different people. My number 4, because I look at this guy as a hero. And that's where 2 of these are. I look at them as heroes. And that's why they're higher up on my list. But my number 4, no doubt about it, for he is limitless, Keith Lee. I would love to get my hands on this Keith Lee shirt. I like, you know, like the more, you know, faded navy blue looking color, and, you know, like, you know, the teal colors in his logo. It just makes me think of that awesome theme song. He goes, "Who am I? I am Keith Lee. I want the fire." Da, 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 da. I think this design is just very cool. I love the coloring. And, you know, my heart is so set on seeing Keith Lee succeed, for sure. Like, I have so much hope for him, especially now he's getting ready to go on a singles run. Again, maybe he could come back to WWE someday. I still would love to see him tear it up with Brock Lesnar. Oh boy, that would be awesome. Heck, right now, also, since he's TNT champion, give me Keith Lee versus Samoa Joe. And someday for the AEW World Championship, Keith Lee versus Claudio Castagnoli. Maybe if he comes back to WWE, maybe we could see Keith Lee versus, he's now back to being called Dijak. Keith Lee and Dijak. Remember their matches in NXT? Oh man. TakeOver Portland. Their second, though, of their, like, you know, TV matches, they had an NXT also. Man, oh man, those matches made me a big fan of both those guys. But, you know, Keith Lee is definitely one of my favorites of all time currently. I would love to have his shirt. And this shirt's a very cool design. So, for he is limitless, Keith Lee's shirt in AEW is my number 4. My numbers 3 and 2 are both from the same wrestler. He is also someone who I've considered as a hero. As I've always said, based off of the example he has set from the message he sent from his Talk is Jericho podcast in 2019 to, you know, when he checked himself into alcohol rehab on his own terms, to where he, you know, tried to, you know, remind us when all that whole media scrum stuff happened and the Elite and CM Punk broke our hearts. He reminded us there are still people here who give a damn. A guy who gave up his 6-week vacation to help, you know, get the company off its feet. I mean, off its butts, or whatever you want to call it. He's got 2 designs, I feel. Jon Moxley's Unscripted Violence t-shirt is my number 3. But also his number 2 Crimson Mask shirt. I like just a touch. Both these designs I love. But Moxley, like, if there's anyone I feel like I should, you know, that should be getting their, you know, royalties from me first, it's definitely Jon Moxley. Again, I like the Dean Ambrose shirt, but, you know, this character, you know, him being Jon Moxley, you know, just, you know, the unhinged, crazy man who, you know, just busts through, you know, broken materials, you know, just is like a deathmatch type person. One person who just works his ass off and really puts his body on the line to entertain us, pulling off crazy ass stunts and whatnot. he definitely deserves, my attention, my respect. He deserves to be recognized in this role for sure. And I feel like it would be insulting for me to call him a hero, but also not buy one of his t-shirts as Jon Moxley. Either one of these, I like. I like this one just a little bit better because I like the red coloring a little bit more than the orange coloring. But, I wanted something with mock, that just bled Mox on it, basically. And I like both these designs, but, I like one. I chose one over the other that I like better. But they're my numbers 3 and 2. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. My number 1. Number 1 is because of a catchphrase. My number 1 is one that just made me laugh hilariously. My number 1 is one that gave me one of my favorite segments of 2022. And it even made more people break character. One tried to hide it so much, the other one just gave up and just let it loose. But of course, it led to the possibility of Sami Zayn becoming a full-blown Uce. And let me tell you something, like I said, if I don't get this one for Christmas, it will be one I will be purchasing the day after. Because this is one of those shirts that I just cannot pass up on. I cannot pass up on. I do not want to miss out on. My number 1 is the Bloodlines Feeling Uce t-shirt. I gotta get this shirt. Again, I just gotta get this shirt. The phrase makes me laugh hilariously. It gives me vibes of one segment I will always remember as a wrestling fan of entertainment. Remind me of one of the best stories that Triple H has put together so far in his reign as being in charge of creative. It all is just so fitting. Why wouldn't I want this shirt? A guy who prefers some good comedy, some hilarious stuff, a story building up a great underdog character like Sami Zayn, who was not accepted, who was just pushed around, who was thinking that the conspiracy theories were after him, tries to hook onto the bloodline, actually feels accepted, so much so that when that turn happens, it's going to break our hearts and make us really feel for Sami and want to see him get his revenge on the bloodline for what they did. But of course, that'll be the days when the bloodline's not feeling so Uce. But me, being a cheerful guy, a guy who likes to have fun, who likes to be goofy, a guy who loves to come up here on YouTube and wear goofy ties like this to get into the Christmas spirit, I am always feeling very, very Uce. So that's why, of course, my Feeling Uce, the Bloodlines Feeling Uce shirt is my number 1 wrestling t-shirt on my wish list for this Christmas. So let me just go over the list again really quick of which ones I want with the 31 shirts on my wish list this year. Starting off with Drew McIntyre's Claymore Country shirt. Then we have Blackpool Combat Club Step Up or Get Stepped On shirt. We got the Scissor Me Daddy Ass shirt at number 29. Number 28 is Brock Lesnar's Eat, Sleep, Conquer, Repeat t-shirt. Number 27 is the Hurt Business Gold Text t-shirt or whatnot. Number 26 is Adam Cole's All Elite Baby t-shirt. Number 25 is the D-Generation X Pose t-shirt. Number 24 is D-Generation X's Are You Ready 25th Anniversary t-shirt. Number 23 is the Edge Black Legend t-shirt as well. Number 22 is the Bloodlines Acknowledge the Bloodline t-shirt. Number 21 is the Paul Heyman's Marquee Classics on an Extreme Paul Heyman Guy t-shirt, which is true. I am a very extreme Paul Heyman guy. I support Paul Heyman for sure. My number 21. Number 20 is the Blackpool Combat Club's Aftermath t-shirt design. Number 19 is Sting's The Myth, The Legend, The Icons shirt. Number 18 is the Undisputed Elite's Undisputed t-shirt. Number 7 is the AEW logo t-shirt. Number 16 is the SmackDown's Draft t-shirt. Number 15 is the Raw Draft t-shirt. Number 14 is the Bloodlines We the Ones t-shirt. Number 13 is the Inner Circle's Spray Paint t-shirt. Number 12 is Sami Zayn's Honorary Uce t-shirt. Number 11, Stone Cold Steve Austin's Texas Skull t-shirt. Number 10 is the Hardy Boys Infinite t-shirt. Number 9 is Cody Rhodes' American Nightmare t-shirt. Number 8 is Claudio Castagnoli's Claudio t-shirt. Number 7 is Kenny Omega's Continue t-shirt, which again, by art, is my favorite design for sure of all these. Number 6 is Orange Cassidy's Orange Freshly Squeezed t-shirt. Pounded in there. Number 5 is Paul White's No More BS t-shirt. Number 4 is Keith Lee's For He Is Limitless t-shirt. Number 3 is Jon Moxley's Unscripted Violence t-shirt. Number 2 is Jon Moxley's Crimson Mask t-shirt. And my number 1 is the Bloodlines Feeling Oozy t-shirt. Which once again, if I do not get this shirt for Christmas, I will definitely be making the purchase first thing after Christmas. And that, my friends, that is DaMan's Christmas special wish list stream I did for fun. It wasn't as big of a hit as I thought it would be. We did get some people pop in and pop out, which that's okay. But I'm sure some people may watch it afterwards. So nothing new in the live chat. But if you watch this after we go live, of course, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. What are some of your favorite wrestling merchandise that you would like for Christmas? Maybe it's not a t-shirt. Maybe it could be a hoodie. Or, a belt. Or plates. Right, for certain superstars, plates for whatever they won the championship. Whatever you guys want. Share it down in the comment section below. Let's get Christmas off to an excellent start. With me not wearing nerdy ties all the time, of course. But anyways, you know what I mean. But anyways, what are your guys' thoughts? What are your guys' wrestling merchandise, t-shirts, whatever the heck it is? What's on your wish list for this Christmas? Make sure you guys leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And be sure as always to slap a like on the video. Subscribe, more content to come to my channel. And you may follow me on Twitter at the Club of the Man 93. And also, make sure to shout for me, Balsam. And follow me on TikTok at the Club of the Man 1993. I do have an idea for a TikTok I may try to do tonight. All I will say, if I do it, if I'm able to pull it off, Robbie-Wan Kenobi, I'm doing this one for you. I'm doing this one for you, my brother. Because it's always good to see you again, buddy. That's a tease for the idea I have. Let's see, though, if I can pull it off. Again, I'm getting ready to go watch Raw. I have another longer video, not really, wrestling-wise, I want to record. I gotta get the graphics set for that, but probably won't record that tonight. But it is one that I definitely would like to do. Tomorrow, of course, tomorrow evening, I will make sure to do my Raw review as well. I'm intrigued to see what Raw does with the Fallout show from Survivor Series, and also the build as the build begins on the road to the 2023 Royal Rumble. So, guys, once again, be sure to do all the things I said. I'm checking out. I'll catch you all later. Enjoy Raw tonight. I'll be tweeting during Raw, of course, as well. Have a great night, guys. Catch you all later. Hope you have a great start to the build to the holiday season. Catch you guys all later. Peace out, everybody.
Yeah, no, I will surprise. There's no